So I just want to thank Sahar. You just did a fantastic job. So, um, and really, on behalf of Glaucoma Research Foundation, I want to thank all of our speakers and panelists and our staff, and certainly our attendees. And your participation in this summit shows your commitment to health and vision. And I especially want to recognize and thank the Glaucoma Patient Summit Steering Committee, including Andrea Epstein, who opened our meeting today, Ben Grass, Richie Kahn, Dr. Shan Lin, and Rebecca Valendra. We are incredibly grateful for your support and leadership during the planning and preparation of this important summit for patients and caregivers. So let's give a round of applause to everyone. Thank you. I hope that today's summit helps you feel more empowered and better equipped with the knowledge you need to work closely with your eye doctor and preserve your vision. And I'm afraid I'm going to go off script for a moment because there was a lot of discussion about the importance of the relationship between patient and doctor, and also the whole idea of second opinions. So I have a question for all of you. If you're going to get a new car, a new laptop, or buy some piece of equipment, how often do you look at more than one supplier? How many of you will look at and investigate several different pieces of equipment, or how many of you raise your hand? Okay. Almost everybody, right? Well, those are second opinions and third opinions, right? Now, what happens when you investigate these different suppliers of equipment? You learn things, right? So one of the things that wasn't mentioned about second opinions is the education that each of us get as we talk with different people. So I do think that it is important to consider that option. And what I've found is your doctor will be happy to recommend another doctor for a second opinion. They'll be excited that you want to get more information and become more educated and to be more empowered. So I had to share that little bit of thinking. And I do want to thank our steering committee along with our staff. And we have to, I don't know how many of our staff members are here, but I feel so blessed at Glaucoma Research Foundation, and I've heard from many of you how much you appreciate our team, and so I think they need a special round of applause. So thank you all. Now, some of you, how many of you, you've been to more than one Glaucoma Research Foundation patient summits? Raise your hand. More than one, quite a few. Right? Well, I'll let you know, the steering committee and our staff are already working on our next patient summit, which will be in Philadelphia, June 28th and 29th, 2024. So mark your calendars, and where is Jay? Is he still? There you are. Okay, Jay's missed. You've been to every one, right? Yeah, so we'll see you all in Philadelphia, I hope. Once again, another very important participant are our sponsors and our exhibitors, and frankly, their support is part of what makes this summit possible. And a lot of you commented about the nice lunch and nice accommodations, and it's really our sponsors who make that possible. And finally, yeah, let's give a round of applause. And finally, again, I think it's so important to recognize you in the audience. And in a way, I wish Grayson was still here, because I just had to think, when I'm feeling like it's too much trouble to do the research online, or I have some medical problem, and I should really look it up. And I think, here's this 9-year-old doing his research on his surgery using online videos. If he can find the time and take the effort, I think it tells all of us we should be doing that too. So I was just so impressed with his participation. And obviously his mother is not only doing an incredible job, but is a wonderful role model for him. So it's important, I think, to recognize not only Grayson and his mother, but all of you who are with us today, because you inspire us at Glaucoma Research Foundation, and you also make our education and research programs possible. Glaucoma Research Foundation receives most of its funding from grateful patients and families, and each and every gift makes a difference, and it brings us closer to a future free of glaucoma. So with that, let me thank you again for joining us today. We really appreciate your interest and support of our mission to cure glaucoma and restore vision through innovative research. So thank you and have a great day.